Hi there, Scorpio. It's Maria from the Tarot Shop here with your March reading. I have actually got, if this is your first time to me, these readings can take anywhere between 5 and 10 minutes. It's an opportunity for the tarot to give you a message. Initially, I will go through a couple of key transits for the month ahead so you get a flavour of what's going on a global scale. But before I do any of that, on the left-hand side, you've got a oracle deck. It's called the Angels of Healing and Hope, and also the my good old faithful, the Radiant Wise Spirit mini deck. Okay, so those are the decks I'm using, and I'll put the details of them in the description if you want to see any more about them. As well as I now have a Buy Me a Coffee page, so if you would like to support the channel at all, then please feel free to do so. And I drink vats of tea rather than coffee, but I will happily drink coffee. Thank you very much. No expectation, but it's there if you want to do something with it. Okay, so from an astrological point of view, on the 3rd, we've got a full moon in Virgo, and it's a lunar eclipse. Now, what that means is that things that your routines, your habits, your personal appearance, those sorts of things you may not be happy with something, come to a surface. So it's a time for you, if you've been particularly badly not very well organized, then that also highlights. So then you get your to-do list out. So it highlights all of those sorts of things. Now I need to talk to you about Aries. I'm not going to go on and on about it, but it's quite a big thing. We've got a stellium in Aries at the moment. We've already got Saturn, Neptune and Venus in Aries. Now Saturn is boundaries and responsibility and borders, those sorts of things that restrain us and control, if you like. And Aries is about leadership and independence and going first. So you can see that Aries is the planet of the sign of the self. So this is about leadership battles, challenges on leadership, that sort of thing. And you can see that's playing out now. So that's Saturn. Then Neptune comes in, and Neptune is our secret wishes, our desires, our dreams, if you like, really. So the things we secretly dream and wish for, that's also in Aries now. And Venus, already in Aries, is what we value and what we are drawn to and what we desire. So you've got a lot of stuff going on in Aries, and you can see how that's playing out. And now it's joined on the 10th by Mercury. Mercury is a planet of communication. So now we're able to communicate about restrictions and boundaries and all these sorts of things. So it makes for very challenging times on a global scale. And as well as that, finally, on the 20th of the month, the sun goes into Aries because it becomes Aries season. So you've now got all of these planets in Aries, and we've also got the equinox on the 20th. So so the sun enters Aries at the time of the equinox. So the lights start to get lighter. It's a very, very strong time. Strength, power battles, all those sorts of things are playing out. Okay, Scorpio, right now, and that will be with you as well. So it gets diluted down, but it's there. And it depends if you're affected by any of those planets in your natal chart. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you can do a search online for your natal chart, and you'll find out what your moon and your rising is. Right, pause and reflect. Lean on me. This is about you connecting with... You are here very much supported from the other side here with the lean on me. Have faith is what they say. The angels are saying, take some time out. You know, don't be hard on yourself. Amethyst is really good during these times. Okay. Right. So we have the tarot for Scorpio. Okay. So the cards say, there's a card here that says, so the Four of Cups is about the fact that I'm a little bit, there's something here that you're not quite happy with. It's boredom. I'm not really satisfied. I don't know why. I've got everything I want, but there's something missing. And the something missing is this new new emotional, feeling differently. So you're looking and going, right, something's missing with regards to this new relationship, or something's missing with regards to this. I'm not connecting to something. So on an emotional basis at the beginning of the month, there's a misfiring here where you're not really connecting with yourself and with your life and with your partners. You feel slightly disassociated. But when the Ace of Cups in, she says, you know, things are going to change. There's going to be a fresh feeling. You're going to feel differently about things. And I wonder if you've been worrying about money, okay? Because then you've got the Queen of Cups, which tells me that you want to take care of your money. And the Queen of Wands says, I want to take care of having fun. So you are very much concerned in the middle of the month, which with looking at your finances and actually nurturing your finances so that you are able to nurture yourself. So there's some sort of self-care that's going on here. I'm just listening. Yeah, it's some time out because there's something missing here. We can get into it. It's about happiness, you know, about what it is that you want aspirationally. I do think it's about money, but it could be something's misfiring. It's not, you're not, there's no grief, there's no like loss. It's about just something's not quite right. And actually, I'm going to look at my money, take care of my money so that I can take care of myself. So you may be about to have some time out. You have got at the end of the month here, there's some choices to be made, and it's emotional choices, and it's really trying to decide what it is. It's quite a confusing time because you're trying to hang on to your money. So yeah, money is very much an issue here. Not an issue, is the message is all around money, and actually that you want to hold on to it. And actually, I just need to let you know this, that the King of Wands says you're very soon going to be able to, maybe this is something to do with work, and you're not getting paid enough and you're unhappy about it, and then there's something on offer and I don't really know if I want to do that, but how am I going to hold on to my money? And look, I'm going to take responsible for my own life. I'm going to take responsibility. You've got the Temperance here. It is definitely, this reading is around finances. And you've got here about the Temperance card is patience. Patience leads to the King of Pentacles, which is complete responsibility for the finances. Okay, and then I just turned over the Victory card. So worry ye not. Something's drawing it out that they actually wanted to give you that message, that it's time to just pause and reflect on where you are. Calm. Don't get worried about it at all, because actually everything in due course. Okay, so if you've been feeling slightly concerned about that, then this reading is very much for you, that in the long term, everything will work itself out. Okay, yeah, you've got the teaching, so the giving and receiving of secret knowledge. So there's something here to be learned from this. Okay, I hope that you found that helpful, and thank you very much for your time. You'll be seeing the notification bell coming on quite a bit over the next couple of days, because I've got a pile of new decks that I cannot wait to share with you all. So they'll be coming on. And other than that, I'll be back next month. All right, take care then. Thanks, bye-bye.